Okay, guys. The fellow I used to work with, who I've actually done some paying jobs for, you know, even though I'm just 2 years in learning, teaching myself by watching YouTube channels, scratching metal. I have managed to make a little money at it, not a lot. I don't have any samples of my first job I did, and I'm sure I need to make more. But this is a rather thick version of the nuts I'm making for them. They're actually about 100 thousandths, 80. Well, they're about 90 thousandths thick, and they're 256. And here's actually they're about as thick as that smaller one. But he uses these nuts on his clocks. Okay, my latest job, and I've talked about this in other videos, getting a little advice and help on a fixture, is this collar. It's just a 1/4-inch aluminum tube. It's got, you know, 2 through holes in it, 90 degrees off from each other. There's no great tolerance. The length isn't nothing. There's nothing about this part that's that critical. It's just got to be close to that. So here's the fixture I made. My first idea was let me get this set in. I don't know how that worked its way out. Well, I'll leave them out so you can see what they are. But they're transfer punches that you screw in. And my first idea was to lay my tubing across there, smack it with a hammer, and get my dimple marks, right? And then somebody else suggested, what he suggested I interpreted as something like this. Okay, so here's my process so far up to now. And, you know, as I make these, I will probably think of ways to do it a little more efficiently. So I bring my cutoff blade all the way down here. Not yet. So I got this sticking out 2 centimeters, and I'll stick this thing on here, and I have a mark on my spindle roughly in line with these holes. So I'll take this over here. I'll do this first hole. I probably should just tighten the chuck up, huh? Okay, then I just simply turn the chuck 90 degrees until the next mark is basically in line here. And then I will go through that one. Okay, and I got all this stuff. I'm not using a drawbar. I got all this finger tight, hand tight, so that I can speed the process up. So that deburrs the inside. And I've been doing this kind of on the fly as far as marking this. Okay. Now I'm left with a little burr here, and that one will tear right off. So I can leave that one alone. That's ready to go in the bag. If that burr was going to be stubborn, I have a very small countersink over here. And I can knock it off with that. So there's one piece. So I'm going to bring my tool back, and I'm going to bring the tool over here. I'm going to loosen this up. I'm going to bring it out. I keep forgetting which one of these scales I'm using. I'm going to bring this out basically about 2 centimeters. Just do that hand tight. Bring my, I guess I was doing it backwards, yeah. Okay, I want to make sure one of my 90-degree marks is kind of in line. And I can drill my first hole. Okay, now I'm going to turn my spindle 90 degrees. I need to get a better way to mark that because I just keep rubbing that marker off with my fingers. Okay, I'm going to pull that away. Deburr a little bit on the outside like this. Pull that off. Bring the cutter down. Now I want to bring my reamer and clean up that inside. And then just you look over the camera here. And then I can just kind of eyeball where I'm going to part it at. Okay, now this one did leave. And I could try to knock that off. But so some of them require this second operation. And that's all that requires. And then it's rinse and repeat. Like I said, I keep everything loose enough that I don't have to keep grabbing wrenches. And I should make this fixture piece out of steel. And then a little twist to get the outside burr off. We'll bring the cutting tool all the way up and then bring the reamer in. And then in second operation, little blow, not that kind of blow. Come on, Steve. Loosen this up, bring it out. And you can almost, see, I can almost hit that 2 centimeters. And I want to make sure my mark on the spindle is there. And okay, now I want to turn it 90 degrees. Deburr the outside. Bring in the cutting tool. We need to bring the cutting tool all the way over. And we need to deburr the inside. That one I was able to tear the lip off, and there's the piece, and over. So, my buddy, those brass nuts I talked about earlier, he was paying $14 or $15 for a pair of those nuts. And these couplers, I think he said he was paying $8 for that coupler plus 2 cotter pins. So I haven't came up with a price yet. It's going to be something very fair because this man has done a lot for me, and I'm going to get paid, trust me, but I'm not going to charge him $100 an hour either. Okay, so that's my little job, and you know, I'm not trying to be something that I'm not. It's just what it is. You know, I have, you know, a request to make these parts. Could he take this to a shop and have somebody turn it? Yeah, he probably could get, you know, 1,000 of these in an hour and a half or something. But he's going to have to pay a lot more money than he's going to give me. Plus, I just love doing this shit. So, I mean, you know, this is like filing, you know, it makes you think. So if I'm sitting there doing this and I'm looking at this, you know, I'm getting ideas. And I'm also thinking that the next lathe I get, I'm going to be turning this baby. Nice big brass drift. that is the requirement for my next lathe. It has to have a power cross feed, and I have to be able to chuck up and turn that baby. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing.